Delighted to be joined here with Shane Stapleton, Tipperary under-20 hurling coach and All-Ireland winning minor manager James Woodlock. Stapo, 2 matches in Thurles today. We had Sarsfields beating Borrisoleigh quite comfortably in one game. The other one, Mullinahone, had a late win against Tumivara.
Yeah, a draw game in the end, Stephen. Yeah, but look, I suppose maybe 3 out of 4 teams would be a bit disappointed maybe with their performances at times. I think Thurles Sarsfields were the pick of the bunch really. Their first half display was really promising. Very good spirit. Dominant at the back, scoring forwards up front. So they'll be very positive. I think the second half was maybe a bit of a different story really. I think the game was won and they kind of pulled up a small bit. Borrisoleigh will be probably under pressure now to kind of respond from that. I think there was a lot of hype maybe about with Shane O'Neill coming in, and I think they went back training really early, and the players they have in the Munster campaign they had a number of years ago, they will be disappointed with the first half display. They're going to have a big say in the championship, all right, but with the likes, they'll be really worried with even with the little things like Brendan Maher limping off what looked to be a hamstring injury, kind of tore off a strap, and so he must have picked it up maybe before today, and you'll be hoping Brendan will come back strong and have a real go at this championship. From Mullinahone and Tumivara's point of view, I think Mullinahone probably started well, conceded a goal, came back, got ahead again, so you kind of think, okay, they're after settling in. Tumivara then they really romped on in the first half, and would be disappointed not to hold on. They had a 5-6 point lead really for most of the half, and entered the fray into Owen Kelly, took over the freeze, scored a bullet of a penalty, and there was a bit of controversy over whether did the ball go inside the post or outside the post, and lo and behold a lot of injury time then, but probably from the balance and play probably a fair result for a draw, and it gives something for them to hold on to and play for the rest of the group.
James, looking at that group, you have Mullinahone and Tumivara in one after playing today and a point apiece, and then you have Upperchurch leading that with a big win against Holy Cross. So it is probably all in Upperchurch's favour at this point.
Yeah, and I spoke about it earlier. The first game is hugely important to all these teams and clubs, and to pick yourself up after getting bet is one thing, but after taking a hammer like some of the teams would have got over the weekend, including Borrisoleigh today and Holy Cross, really difficult to get themselves back up. Tipperary, while losing last night, will be really disappointed that they put in a big showing against Drum, and now they go in, against Borrisoleigh, and that's going to be a vital game. But the group in relation to Upperchurch, they're top of the pile now, with the other 2 teams only getting a point apiece. No other win there, and all bodes well for them. They need another win at least, but they'll fancy the chances against both Toom and Mullinahone. There won't be a lot in it. And on today's performance, you'll be expecting an awful lot more for Mullinahone to come to the table, and Toom, because the second game, the way Sarsfields are hurling anyway, they're way ahead of the pack.
Looking at the other results today, Kilruane with a huge win there against McCarthy Boris.
Yeah, Kilruane, they're the one team, that have failed to get over the line for years and years, really, have massive talent up there, up in North Tip, and are a force to be reckoned with. And I suppose the group they're in, that they're going to fancy their chance after coming out. I was probably expecting a bit more from McCarthy. Would have been disappointed with their showing. Again, Drum getting knocked out of the mid-championship in the semi-final stages, and I thought they were going to put on a big onslaught in the county championship, so they will be disappointed with that outcome this evening for sure.
Shane, the match tomorrow, we're going to see Clonoulty Rossmore up against Nina North winners and Clonoulty West winners.
Yeah, the champions are champions, I suppose. All the talk is about Nina again. Nina seem to come in these waves of positives and negatives, and a huge win in the north, and they'll take great confidence from that. Maybe similar to my the conversation about maybe poor Brendan going off. It will be hard to replace Barry Heffernan. I know they'll have to probably use that as a positive and say kind of win this for Barry, but you'd imagine with Nina coming through in the north that they'll be winning their sales, and they'll be hoping to get over Clonoulty. Clonoulty maybe mightn't fear Nina. They have a decent record at times with him. Declan Ryan's in charge, and they're down a few players, but you'll always get a bit of fight out of Clonolty, and they'll be one that they'll be hoping to have a big say in the championship. Like we say about a lot of these teams, it's a very even championship. But I think after you'll be able to tell a lot from the positivity of a squad this weekend. As Woody says, you lose one game. Is it as bad as maybe some people think, or is there positives to take out of it that you can work on for the week? And good coaches and really senior players in these kind of teams they'll come to the fore, and the negative guys are the teams that will just fall away. They'll lose the first one, they'll lose the second one, and then it's a long season looking down relegation, because with a split season there's very, very little time to